It was a cold Friday night when 5 college friends decided to do something daring. They had often heard rumors about an old hospital at the edge of the town, shut down for decades after a fire, had killed many patients inside. Locals said the hospital was cursed, that strange lights flickered in the windows and screams could sometimes be heard in the dead of night. But for these adventurous friends, it was the perfect place for a thrill. Laughing nervously, they climbed over the broken gate. The hospital loomed above them, its walls covered in moss, windows shattered and doors half broken. The smell of rust and decay hung in the air. Inside, the floorboards creaked under their feet. Old wheelchairs and hospital beds lay abandoned in the hallways. Their flashlights revealed peeling paint on the walls, faded signs of wards and operation theaters, and blood-like stains that had long turned dark brown. At first, they tried to make jokes to hide their fear. But then one of them, Aisha, froze. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. The others fell silent. From the end of the corridor came the faint sound of footsteps. Slow, dragging footsteps. They pointed their lights, but no one was there. Suddenly, the lights above them flickered on for a moment before going dark again. Their laughter turned into silence. The air grew colder. In one of the rooms, they found old patient files scattered on the floor. The papers were burnt, but some names were still visible. Patients who had never been discharged. One file had a red mark across it with the word deceased. As they turned to leave the room, the door slammed shut on its own. Panic spread. They tried pulling it open, but it wouldn't budge. Behind them, they heard soft whispers, like dozens of voices crying in pain. Shadows began moving across the walls, forming human shapes, thin, hollow-eyed figures dressed in burnt hospital gowns. One figure stepped closer. His mouth opened, but no words came, only a blood-chilling scream that echoed through the entire building. The friends screamed and pushed harder against the door until it finally gave way. They ran through the dark hallways, but the hospital seemed endless. Every turn led them back to the same ward. The whispers grew louder, voices overlapping. "Help us! Don't leave us here." Finally, they burst into the main entrance hall. The broken front doors stood wide open, and they didn't look back. Outside, gasping for breath, they saw the hospital behind them, dark and silent again, as if nothing had happened. From that day on, none of them spoke about what they saw inside, but each of them knew the truth. The spirits of the patients had never left the hospital, and those who dared enter would always carry their whispers in the back of their minds.